Oh.
Also, we have a bonus guest. I didn't get your name.
Sarah.
Sarah, you two can share the sofa. This is. I'm sorry, girls, but this is Nicholas's girlfriend. So, oh, sorry. Thank you for coming to our couch. You're the first guest of the con.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Is that good or is that bad?
That is good. That means you know how people sweat at these things. Clean seats.
Yeah, I didn't know that I was. Well, now I know.
Yeah, no, it's a big honor. Every year we. First guest is
that
yeah.
way to do it?
Yeah, last year was Dean Kane.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Big fan.
If anyone was here last year, I'm just going to share this. Beck had a big crush on Dean Kane. Has. And you generally couldn't function before.
No, I was terrible into going.
And I have the same this year with you.
So, in case anybody wants to know what's going on right now, I do suffer from anxiety and mental depression. I'm having a little episode right now, so that's why Sarah, she's my security blanket right now. So it's my first time I've ever had to do this. I don't know what's going on with brain, but there's something going on. So
that means today you have to be extra nice to Nicholas.
No, you don't. Be you.
I'm trying to get you so much love right now.
Oh, I mean, if you have to try that,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you're afflicted with these things, like a lot of us are, I say milk it sometimes.
Well, you know,
get the love.
But then are you truly affected by it?
Oh,
but are you just being a dick and saying,
no,
I have this? Yeah.
No, we both do comedy, and oh boy, do we get anxiety every time we say.
No, I do comedy as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah, well, you know then before you go on stage, and
but
the night before
it's
something.
Not anxiety. Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird.
Yeah,
mental shit's weird. So.
Yeah, it is different for everyone. Stay strong, everyone.
I'm going to start with a very easy one. Nicholas, have you ever been to Brussels before?
No way. Yes, I was in Ghent, but then came to Brussels for a night.
Nice.
And I went back to Ghent.
All right.
It was a weird night.
And are you enjoying Brussels so far?
We got in. I mean, I'm not enjoying it. We got in last night. We had a steak.
Yes.
I do this thing on Facebook where I watch an episode of something I've done. I do it live. We did that, and then I cried, and then I went to bed.
It's a good night.
Good routine.
Yeah.
Straight up the truth.
What was last night's episode?
We did an episode of a movie called Grave.
Ah, nice.
Where I saved the world.
I know the episode very well. Genuinely, the show that changed me more than any other show. So
it's weird to watch because I haven't seen them since they aired.
Oh really?
So like I'm watching all these episodes essentially for the first time.
Oh really?
And I'm enjoying it, and I'm giving commentary like, oh shit, that's a great line. You know?
One, it was an incredible show anyway, but it's the show that I think more than any other show changed the format of television forever. Like, the format that you guys had is now, like Netflix for example, almost every Netflix series has that sort of, I don't remember like season arcs and like Bad Creature of the Week and then Big Bads and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, it changed it just because it gave like the woman the power.
Yeah.
And then obviously every show, there's a formula that works. You know, I mean, I Love Lucy, everyone copies I Love Lucy. Just happening with the acts and stuff, like comedies. But Buffy was just, Buffy had Avis. Buffy kind of changed how TV was made.
But it just smashed it. I can't remember anything that I watched when I was younger that made me go, oh wow, this is everything about what should be now.
And it was just because of Xander.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Is it a weird thing to now see that legacy not only is there, but it continues to get fans still finding new people?
Yeah, because you work on the comic books, don't you, as well?
Well, yeah, I wrote the comic books.
Yeah.
It's not weird. What's weird to me is that watching the show now, it's neat because I'm like, oh wow, this is a great show. Yeah, it really is a great show, and I'm in the show. So I'm able to kind of detach myself and say, I'm that character. I'm playing that character. But then also be a fan of the show after watching it for the first time and saying, God damn, that's a great show. Because I have the perspective of shooting it, so I still have that in my mind, but now I'm also watching it. So it's definitely something that only I can, that only I have.
Yeah.
No one else can do that, you know? So
I don't get
that's
that at all
unique.
when I watch
I feel very special that I have that perspective of it.
Oh,
But I watch it and like I'll cry. Like I cried a bunch last night.
oh really?
Well, yeah, so a lot of it has to do with where I am emotionally. And yeah, last night was rough, a rough night, and yeah, so you just gotta.
Yeah, no, I mean, you again, like it's a weird thing, like for a lot of you guys who do shows like this that run for so long, even though like it's not your life, you kind of have this record of a period of your life, like especially when you're young, you're gonna get emotional watching any of your work once you've had that sort of distance from it, but like something like that, you gave what was it? I can't remember, 7, 8 seasons?
7 years.
Yeah.
7 years. I mean, what's great about the show is that it helped a lot of people through depression, through really hard times in their lives.
Yeah.
And so
You could argue that the monsters in it are very representative of the things you have to deal with every day.
It's not even that. Just going through, watching the show, watching the characters, watching how they interact, and really put people at ease. And it's great that, ironically, that I go through it now, or I've always gone through it, but I use it because I do tours. I do tours for people who are depressed, and so I'll have like watch parties, or I'll have karaoke, and I'll do it throughout the world. So that people who suffer, they meet and they form a group in that particular city, and it's neat that the show helps people with that, and it's helping me right now.
That's great.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. It's so fucking weird, man, to not, because I'm a funny guy, and it's weird to have that just turned off right now. But I have to go with it, and I was talking to Sarah that the most important thing is that you have to adapt, like adapting and not going against the grain. I have to go with what my brain's saying to go to right now, and it's in a river, and that river's got a big fucking current right now, and I can't swim against it. And so it's odd. It's really, really odd. This is the first time that this has ever happened to me, what's ever going on right now. So it's new, and it's fucking scary.
But everyone goes through that stuff as well. It's really personal, and I think a lot of people appreciate you talking about it so honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want anyone to like go in my brain right now and see and feel what's going on. It's pretty bad, you know. But the best thing I can do is talk about it and be open and honest about it. So.
Yeah.
But again, it's so important. You'll know this as well, because people see you in a certain light. I get this sometimes for you as well. When you are that sort of silly, funny person, as soon as that switches off in you, one, you feel like you lose part of yourself, and two, people worry extra because they're not used to seeing you like that. And
Right.
the whole, you sort of get in this sinkhole that's not.
Well, a lot of it is too. It's like when you do comedy, you're as funny as you are sad. It's because it's a yin and it's a yang, you know, and that's a lot of my comedy comes from sadness.
Yeah.
But now this depression is just odd.
Oh man.
There's not a lot of comedy in the depression. But you know, enough about that.
Yeah.
You know, let's. I mean, I want to have a great time, and I want you guys to have a great time.
Well, we're having a great time, and again, like it's lovely that someone's come up and they've gone, hey, this is what's happening now, and again, so many people in here have just gone, yeah, man.
Yeah, there's just a lot of nodding
it's so
happening.
good to
Yeah.
So I think I can safely say we all got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
You know, but it's weird to like usually like I'll help by making people laugh. Now it's like it's odd to not like be in
But
that
now you're
place
helping
right
by
now.
talking about it.
It's
which
all.
is-
I mean,
yeah.
this is new for me. This feeling, being on stage right now, not being on point comedy wise, it's very new. But you know what? I gotta fucking go with it. I
Yeah.
can't fight it. Otherwise, I'll get nauseous and I just won't show up.
Don't fight it. Just take the stream as it comes. Just float on down.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's generally just.
I'm BK.
Oh, don't. If you want back to go weird, that's her trigger word.
Did you guys hear that? I guess they're bringing back Beverly Hills 90210 with most of the complete cast.
Are they?
Fox is, yeah.
I did not know
Yeah,
that.
neither did I. That's
When is that
amazing.
coming back? Speaking of coming back, what are your thoughts on this supposed Buffy reboot?
Depends on who's in it and how they do it. I mean, you need people from the original cast.
Obviously.
So, and the two that make the most sense are Xander and Will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because Xander would be the watcher.
Yeah.
But I want Xander to be the watcher, but like shit's just gone down. So he's an alcoholic and a pill popper as well. He's not as stoic as Giles. And to me, and where I was at, Dark Willow is the big bad, and has been the big bad for the last 15 years.
Yeah.
And so the reason why I got to drinking and pill popping was because my best friend, who I stopped before, is just going crazy. So
I so want to watch this.
that's a good one. Yeah.
Make it happen!
That's the kind of the great thing about when a show comes back after a time. Its core audience has grown as well, so they
but
want
people are very protective of Buffy.
Oh yeah.
Hugely. Like, because first, like, they were going to do a movie, and Joss wasn't involved. And they're like, no. So then Warner Brothers nixed that. They said only if Joss is involved. Now, Fox is doing the Buffy reboot, and Joss is involved. And they're saying, oh no, we're not sure if we want to see it, because they're very protective of the show, and they don't want it because it means so much to them. And so, I guess Fox is opening up like a Netflix type thing.
Yeah.
So Buffy's going to open up, is going to be the thing that launches their like Netflix streaming thing.
It's interesting to think of it in a modern world where, like, Buffy obviously had Angel spin-off from it, but the idea that now it would be like a Buffy cinematic universe if that existed, like, came out in the Netflix era. So it's interesting to think.
Well, that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
So, and I guess I just found out yesterday that they're releasing the Once More with Feeling soundtrack on vinyl.
Really?
That's right.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm honored that it doesn't go away. Yeah, I'm honored that, obviously, because of what country I'm in. I was in France yesterday, and the show's huge in France, so we went to Cannes for her birthday. We stayed at the Carlton Hotel, and everyone at the Carlton knew who I was. And I'm like, they're like, you mean the Nicholas Brendon?
Oh, that's
So that's wonderful.
But it's also a testament to a lot of shows today, because they focus too much on the wrong things. Like you'll see them date because of things that just look alien to the audience. But Buffy, its core was always its characters, and if a show focuses on its characters, it's always going to live on and on and on.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it. Like the problems that they flag up as people, not as monsters, they never get old because every generation to you.
I didn't realize how good the show was until I started watching it.
You're a fan now.
100%. And that's why it's neat to be a fan, but I'll say, oh, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm a big part of the
You
show.
just pointed at me, and there is actually someone come as.
What? Are you Xander? Is that me? I patch.
It's season 8.
Hey, well,
Season 8, comic 1 Xander.
there we go. Okay, so
Tomorrow I'm going as Dark Widow.
that's great. Which we just watched yesterday.
If
And
we're-
Allison did an amazing job of that. When we were doing it, I'm like, whatever, But with the time off, it's like, oh fuck, man.
Yeah.
She's nailing this right now.
Yeah.
Have you read season 10 of the comics? Did you like my writing? Yeah. Thank you.
Are you ready to take a couple, just
Sure.
a quick audience questions?
Well, who's got a question? Yeah. We'll try and get a few, and then we'll.
Hello, and thank you. First of all, thank you for coming to Belgium.
Of course.
I was wondering, because you just said you realized how good it is now, but did you at any point during those 7 years realize what kind of special show you were making?
Oh yeah, of course. It was more, we realized how special it was because of the attention we were getting with critics. Like Entertainment Weekly time, we were like a top 5 show that was on TV. And then when we were done, I think we're a top 15 show of all time. So we realized after the second season that was going on. But to the extent of how it's helped people through shitty times, whether it be the death of a loved one or just depression, I didn't know until we were done and people had time to watch it. But it was such a we were so like we shot it in Santa Monica in a small little stage, so we weren't on a lot. So it was like our little secret. We were shooting this little show that was very, very intimate in front of a camera, and then that would be done with an episode, and then it would be on TV. You know what I mean? So it was almost like we were doing like a high school production. we were doing a play only there at the camera. And yeah, so it was a unique, beautiful thing. Is that Polka?
That's from Back to the Future 3.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where it
Is
was.
it really?
Yeah, it is. So,
I should not see that movie.
Another question over here?
Yeah, we'll get a few more and then we'll wrap it up. Yeah.
First of all, I want to say that I'm really happy to see you again because we already met in Brussels a few years ago at the BuffyCon. Yeah, well, the thing I wanted to say, Simon Gouillard from Normandy, France is saying hi.
Hi.
He's a good friend of mine and he really wanted me to tell you that today to cheer you up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What's your favorite moment on the show?
Probably I'll Never Tell, the singing and dancing.
Yeah. Has that always been your favorite, or does it change? Yeah.
It's like, because I didn't know I could sing really, and so it was so unique, and I had such a good time because there were actors on the show that didn't want to do it, and so Joss shot mine and Emma's scene first, and then cut it together, and then showed the people. And they're like, oh, it's gonna be great, you know. And it's, you know, I lied, I said it's easy, I tried, but there's these fears I can't quell. Is she looking for a pot of gold? I gotta know. Well, the life becomes too stressful if I'm never that successful. Am I crazy? Am I marrying a demon? We could really raise the demon, make a marriage a hell. So think I'll never tell. I love it.
Yeah.
Have we got time for one more?
We've got one more and then I think we're going to have to wrap up.
Hello. What was your funnest moment on the set?
The funnest moment, booking the job. Because it wasn't a lot of fun. I mean, we were working hard. It was there wasn't a lot of pranks. It was just because it was such an ambitious show to shoot that if we weren't shooting, we were on a different stage shooting something else. So I mean, they broke a lot of rules because we had about 3 or 4 like splitter units going at the same time, and you're not allowed to do that. But we all let it go because we knew that we're making something that was magical. If we were making, I won't mention the show. If we were making a different show, I think we would have said like, fuck off. Yeah, we would have called SAG and said this is happening. But we all believed in the show. We all wanted to make the best show possible. When you shoot a show, like say, like on Criminal Minds, when I was, yeah. So, usually the people who work for the show, they don't want to read the script. They'll get a script just to make notes. But on Buffy, even the people that were behind the scenes, loved the show. And when the script came out, you couldn't find anybody because they were reading it. They wanted to see what happened next as well. And that doesn't happen on a TV show. Usually by season 4, you're like, maybe when I get home I'll read it. But it was neat to see that too. So that when we talk about, did we know that we were making something special? Yes, for a myriad of reasons. So that's one of them. But yeah, so definitely the most fun I had was when I booked it. And I know I wasn't on set, but it was crazy. I should not have booked that TV show, and I did the best job I possibly could.
And we're really happy with
Yeah,
that as well.
we're very happy for it. I don't think
I mean, to be quite honest with you, I know that no one else could have played Xander.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm not a fucking idiot. I know that. I know that.
Good. Nicholas and Sarah, thank you for coming up.
Yeah, and happy birthday, Sarah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna, yeah, everyone, happy birthday, Sarah. Thank
Happy
you.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sarah. Happy birthday to you.
All right, awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you guys. You're wonderful.
Nicholas Brendon, yeah. He's here all weekend, so please go and see him, get your photos, signed stuff. But yeah, we will be back very shortly. Take
We're going to
the...
just give you guys a cheer while Sarah gets a video.